You know, people today are searching everywhere for answers to their health problems. They want to feel more energetic, think clearer, lose fat, and wake up feeling alive again. And to do that, they spend so much money on pills, supplements, detox programs, fancy diets, all these things that promise miracles. But here's something that might surprise you. The most powerful medicine your body will ever need doesn't come in a bottle. It's not something you can buy online or get from a doctor. It's completely free, available to everyone, every single day, but most people ignore it. And when I say ignore, I mean they walk right past it as if it doesn't exist. It's like your body is whispering the answer, but the noise of modern life is just too loud to hear it. Think about it. We live in a world where people will buy the newest supplement trend instantly. They'll wake up early to take protein shakes, count calories, and track steps. Yet they forget that their body already has built-in healing systems. You were designed with an incredible self-repair mechanism. Your heart, your brain, your liver, all of them are capable of restoring balance when given the right conditions. The only problem is most people never give their body that chance. They keep pushing, rushing, stressing, working late, scrolling endlessly, and then wondering why they feel exhausted all the time. It's not age, it's not genetics, it's interruption. We're interrupting the very process that's designed to heal us. You see, nature doesn't make mistakes. Everything in your body works according to natural laws. And when you go against them, imbalance begins. The real medicine is already inside you. Your body produces it, regulates it, and distributes it perfectly, but only when you allow it to. And that's the key, allowing. Because healing doesn't come from adding more. It comes from removing what blocks it. Most people try to force health. They try to fix everything with action. But sometimes the most powerful action is in action. Sometimes your body just needs you to step aside and let it do what it's designed to do. There's something deeply intelligent about how your system operates. For example, your body knows how to detoxify. Your liver and kidneys are literally doing it every minute. Your immune system knows how to find and destroy harmful cells. Your gut knows how to extract nutrients and balance bacteria. All of this is happening automatically without you even thinking about it. The problem isn't that the body forgets how. The problem is that we don't give it time and space to work properly. We overload it with caffeine to stay awake, sugar to stay happy, and screens to stay distracted. Every shortcut we take is actually cutting short our body's ability to heal. And here's something I want you to remember. Your body is not broken. It's not your enemy. It's constantly communicating with you through signals. Fatigue, cravings, bloating, anxiety, headaches. These are not random. These are messages. Your body is saying, please slow down. I need repair. But what do most people do? They silence the signal with another pill or energy drink, thinking the problem is solved. That's like turning off a fire alarm instead of putting out the fire. You feel okay for a while, but deep inside, the imbalance continues. Now imagine this. What if the real solution was so simple that it didn't even feel like medicine? What if healing wasn't about doing more, but doing less? That's the beauty of what I call the free medicine. It doesn't cost anything, but it gives you everything. More energy, sharper focus, better mood, deeper peace, and a stronger immune system. The reason it's overlooked is because it doesn't come with marketing, packaging, or labels. You can't sell it, so the world doesn't talk about it. But your body depends on it for survival. When you start understanding how your body really works, you realize that health isn't something you chase. It's something you uncover. You remove the blocks, you align with your body's rhythm, and suddenly things start improving. Your digestion becomes smoother, your skin clears up, your stress levels drop, and you wake up feeling lighter. This free medicine is so powerful because it works with your biology, not against it. It doesn't push, it supports. It doesn't suppress symptoms, it corrects the cause. And that's why so many people struggle despite their efforts. They're chasing external fixes while ignoring internal balance. If your body doesn't have the right environment, no supplement in the world can save you. The foundation has to come first. Imagine trying to build a house on broken ground. No matter how beautiful the design, it will collapse. Your health works the same way. You can't stack treatments on top of dysfunction and expect miracles. You have to rebuild the foundation. The most fascinating part is that your body already knows how to do this rebuilding. It just needs your permission. And giving permission doesn't mean adding something new. It means stepping out of your own way. It means prioritizing recovery, rhythm, and rest. It means trusting that your biology is far wiser than modern marketing. Once you realize that, you'll stop looking for quick fixes and start living in harmony with how your body was designed to function. That's when true healing begins, not through effort, but through understanding. So the next time you feel run down or unmotivated, don't immediately reach for a pill or caffeine. Ask yourself instead, am I giving my body the chance to heal? Because the medicine you're looking for is already within you, quiet, natural, and free. You just need to stop interrupting it. When you finally do, you'll be amazed at how effortlessly your body begins to restore itself, almost like it's been waiting for your permission all along. Let me tell you something very simple yet incredibly powerful. The free medicine I'm talking about is sleep. Now I know that might sound too basic, too ordinary to be the answer, right? But the truth is, sleep isn't just rest. It's not simply lying down with your eyes closed. Sleep is a deep, active biological process, a process where your body performs silent miracles every single night. You might think you're doing nothing when you're asleep, but inside your body is running one of the most complex healing systems known to man. Your brain, your heart, your liver, your immune system, they're all hard at work while you rest. And yet, it's the one thing people neglect the most. Think about it. We live in a time when staying up late has become normal. People watch shows till 2 a.m., scroll endlessly on their phones, and tell themselves, I'll catch up on sleep later. But the body doesn't work that way. Sleep is not something you can postpone or replace. When you lose it, you lose the opportunity for deep repair. One night of poor sleep can raise your stress hormone, cortisol, by 30%. It can spike your blood sugar, weaken your immune system, and reduce your ability to focus. That's why after a sleepless night, you crave junk food, sugar, or caffeine. Your body's energy system is trying to survive the imbalance. You see, during sleep, your brain does something extraordinary. It literally cleans itself. There's a special fluid called cerebrospinal fluid that flows through your brain while you're asleep, washing away waste products that build up during the day. This detox system is active only at night, especially during deep sleep. That's why lack of sleep is linked to memory issues, brain fog, and even neurodegenerative conditions later in life. It's not just tiredness, it's the brain's inability to complete its nightly cleanup. Imagine skipping that process every day. The toxins don't disappear, they accumulate. And it's not just your brain. Your liver performs a massive cleanup operation at night too. It filters your blood, breaks down toxins, and manages hormones. If you constantly sleep late or cut your sleep short, you're interrupting that rhythm. The body has a 24-hour clock, the circadian rhythm, that determines when hormones like cortisol and melatonin rise and fall. When you stay up too late, that clock gets confused. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, doesn't rise properly, which means your sleep is lighter and less restorative. And when that happens consistently, your energy, your mood, and even your metabolism begin to suffer. Sleep also has a huge role in regulating appetite. There are two hormones, ghrelin and leptin, that control hunger and fullness. When you don't sleep enough, ghrelin, the hunger hormone, goes up and leptin, the satiety hormone, goes down. So you end up craving food even when your body doesn't need it. That's why sleep deprivation and weight gain often go hand in hand. It's not about willpower, it's about hormones. When your body is exhausted, it tricks you into eating for energy. Another fascinating thing is how sleep affects your emotional balance. Have you noticed how after a good night's sleep, even small problems feel manageable? But after a bad night, everything feels heavier. Small things irritate you, your focus drops, and your patience disappears. That's because sleep resets your emotional brain, particularly the amygdala, which controls fear and anxiety. When you're sleep deprived, the amygdala becomes overactive, making you more reactive and stressed. Sleep is nature's emotional reset button. People often say they'll make up for sleep on weekends, but it doesn't work like that. Sleep debt is not something you can simply repay later. Missing hours of deep sleep means missing critical repair cycles. Your body needs consistent rhythm, not random bursts of rest. It's like charging your phone for 10 minutes after it's been dead for days. It turns on, but it doesn't perform well. And here's another thing most people don't realize. Sleep is when your immune system trains itself. Your body produces special proteins called cytokines during sleep. These help fight infection and reduce inflammation. If you're constantly tired or catching colds easily, it might not be your immunity that's weak. It might be your sleep that's broken. Even your skin relies on sleep to heal. Collagen production increases and cells regenerate faster at night. That's why it's called beauty sleep. It's not just a saying, it's biology. When people try everything, supplements, diets, exercise, but still feel drained, the missing link is usually sleep. Without proper sleep, every other health effort loses impact. Exercise feels harder. Digestion slows. Stress feels heavier. Your body simply doesn't have the foundation to function properly. Imagine trying to build a house on weak soil. It doesn't matter how strong the materials are. It'll collapse eventually. That's what poor sleep does to your health. Now let's talk about what interferes with good sleep. The biggest culprit is artificial light, especially blue light from phones and screens. Your brain reads light as daytime. So when you're staring at your phone late at night, your brain thinks it's still noon. Melatonin shuts down and your sleep gets delayed. That's why even when you go to bed, you don't fall asleep easily. Your internal clock is confused. Another issue is eating too late. When you eat before bed, your body stays busy digesting food instead of shifting into repair mode. The best time to stop eating is at least 3 hours before sleep. Caffeine is another silent disruptor. Even if you drink coffee at noon, the caffeine can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours. It blocks the adenosine receptors in your brain, the very ones that tell you it's time to sleep. That's why so many people can't fall asleep easily, even when they feel tired. They've unknowingly trained their brain to stay alert. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a biological necessity. It's the foundation of your hormones, metabolism, and immune strength. You can't achieve deep healing without it. You can take all the vitamins in the world, eat organic food, and go to the gym, but if your sleep is poor, your body is constantly running on empty. When you fix your sleep, everything else starts aligning naturally. Your body has time to detoxify, your brain clears waste, your hormones balance, your digestion improves, and your emotional state stabilizes. So yes, this free medicine, sleep, might sound simple, but it's the most powerful form of therapy your body could ever receive. And once you truly respect it, protect it, and prioritize it, your body will start rewarding you in ways no supplement or drug ever could. You see, when it comes to sleep, it's not just about how long you sleep, it's about how well you sleep. Many people assume that lying in bed for 8 hours automatically means they've rested. But deep down, they know something's missing. They wake up feeling groggy, heavy, and unrefreshed, even after a full night's sleep. That's because the quality of sleep matters far more than the quantity. The human body is designed to move through specific sleep stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM, each one serving a unique purpose. Deep sleep is where the magic happens. That's when your body repairs muscles, regenerates cells, and releases growth hormone. Without enough deep sleep, your body can't fully recover, no matter how long you stay in bed. Now, here's the interesting part. Most people today rarely reach that deep stage of sleep because their environment and habits constantly interrupt it. Think about it. We live surrounded by noise, screens, artificial lights, stress, and caffeine. Even when we lie down, our minds are still running, scrolling through thoughts, worries, and notifications. And that chaos keeps the brain active when it should be winding down. You might fall asleep, yes, but your sleep remains shallow, fragile, and easily disturbed. You wake up multiple times, maybe without realizing it, and never truly sink into that deep, healing rhythm your body craves. Your body's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, plays a massive role here. It's like your body's master schedule, telling your cells when to be active and when to rest. This rhythm is naturally aligned with light and darkness. When the sun sets, your brain starts releasing melatonin, the sleep hormone, preparing you for rest. But when you stay up under bright artificial light or on your phone, your brain gets confused. It still thinks it's daytime. Melatonin production drops, and your sleep cycle gets delayed. That's why so many people can't fall asleep until 1 or 2 a.m. Even when they're tired, they've trained their brains to believe that night is still day. And let's not forget about the blue light from screens, phones, laptops, TVs. Blue light suppresses melatonin more than any other type of light. It tricks your body into staying alert, reducing both the depth and duration of sleep. Just 30 minutes of screen time before bed can reduce melatonin by nearly half. That's why even if you fall asleep, you don't feel truly rested. You might dream more vividly, wake up several times, or feel mentally foggy in the morning. Your sleep cycle has been hijacked by artificial signals. But light isn't the only factor. What you eat and when you eat also impacts your sleep quality. When you eat late at night, your digestive system stays active, forcing your body to work instead of repair. The process of digestion uses energy, which means your system can't fully shift into healing mode. Heavy or sugary meals before bed also cause blood sugar spikes, leading to nighttime awakenings. The ideal time to stop eating is at least 2 to 3 hours before sleep. That gives your body enough time to process food so it can enter full recovery mode once you lie down. Caffeine and alcohol are another pair of hidden sleep disruptors. Many people think they can drink coffee in the afternoon and still sleep fine at night, but caffeine can stay in your system for up to 8 hours. It blocks adenosine, the brain chemical responsible for sleep pressure, the feeling of tiredness that builds up throughout the day. When caffeine interferes, your brain doesn't recognize that it's time to rest, leading to lighter sleep and more awakenings. Alcohol, on the other hand, might make you sleepy initially, but it severely disrupts REM sleep, the stage where memory consolidation and emotional processing occur. That's why you often wake up feeling tired and mentally foggy after drinking, even if you slept all night. Another key factor in deep restorative sleep is temperature. Your body's core temperature naturally drops at night to signal it's time to sleep. If your room is too warm, that drop can't happen efficiently. The ideal temperature for sleep is around 65 F or 18 degrees. A cool, dark room mimics nature the way our ancestors slept, allowing your body to follow its built-in pattern. Even small light sources like LED indicators or street lights through the window can disrupt melatonin and shorten your deep sleep cycles. That's why sleeping in complete darkness can make a noticeable difference. There's also a mental side to all this. Sleep is not just physical rest, it's psychological release. The mind needs time to unwind. When you go to bed full of anxiety, overthinking, or stimulation, your nervous system remains active. Your body might lie down, but your mind doesn't. The key is to create a transition, a winding down ritual that signals to your brain it's time to rest. This could be dimming the lights, turning off screens, reading something calming, or doing light breathing. When your mind starts slowing down before bed, you enter sleep more naturally and deeply. Deep sleep is also when the human growth hormone HGH is released, one of the most powerful repair hormones in your body. HGH helps rebuild tissues, burn fat, and support healthy aging. Without proper deep sleep, your levels of HGH drop, leading to slower recovery, muscle loss, and premature aging. So if you're exercising, eating clean, but still not seeing results, your missing ingredient might be deep sleep. It's the ultimate repair state, where everything from your brain cells to your skin gets renewed. Now think about how we live today. Constant light, late night meals, endless stimulation, no rhythm. It's no wonder people wake up tired, depend on caffeine, and feel disconnected. They're not broken, they're just out of sync. Their internal clock has lost touch with nature's timing. Restoring that connection can change everything. When you start respecting your body's rhythm, sleeping when it's dark, waking when it's light, avoiding heavy stimulation before bed, your energy, focus, and mood transform naturally. Deep sleep isn't a luxury, it's your body's built-in therapy. It's when your mind resets, your body heals, and your spirit recharges. When you start prioritizing the quality of your sleep, not just the quantity, you unlock a version of yourself that's calmer, sharper, and stronger. Not because of any supplement, but because you finally gave your body the one thing it's been asking for all along, the space to rest and repair. Let me share something that might completely change how you look at rest and healing. Sleep is not laziness, it's therapy. Real, biological, deep therapy. When you close your eyes and allow your body to rest, you're not wasting time. You're giving your body permission to heal itself, to repair the damage done during the day, and to reset every system inside you. Every night while you sleep, your body runs thousands of internal operations that no doctor, no supplement, and no medication can ever replace. This is your body's built-in healing mechanism, and it's the most powerful one you have. During those silent hours of sleep, your body becomes a repair workshop. Your cells regenerate, your tissues rebuild, and your brain resets. Your immune system becomes stronger, scanning for potential threats and creating memory cells that help you fight off future infections. Your skin repairs UV damage, your liver clears out toxins, and your heart rate slows, allowing your cardiovascular system to recover. Even your hormones synchronize. Cortisol goes down, melatonin rises, growth hormone increases. It's an incredibly intelligent system designed perfectly to restore balance, but it only works if you allow it to. The tragedy of modern life is that we've confused exhaustion with productivity. We glorify busyness. We think resting means we're falling behind, but your body doesn't care about deadlines or emails. It only cares about survival and repair. You can ignore your need for sleep temporarily, but your body keeps track. It builds up a sleep debt, and you pay for it later through fatigue, poor focus, weight gain, anxiety, and even disease. You can't cheat biology. Every hour of lost deep sleep takes a toll somewhere in your mind, your mood, or your metabolism. What's even more fascinating is how emotional healing happens during sleep. When you dream, your brain is actually processing memories, stress, and emotional experiences from the day. It's organizing thoughts, sorting feelings, and deleting unnecessary information. That's why after a night of good sleep, something that felt overwhelming the day before suddenly feels manageable. Your perspective shifts because your brain has literally rebalanced your emotional circuits. This is why chronic sleep deprivation is strongly linked to anxiety, depression, and mood swings. When your mind doesn't get time to reset, it stays stuck in survival mode, overreacting, overthinking, and overstressing. When you truly understand this, you stop treating sleep as optional and start treating it as medicine. Every night becomes an opportunity to heal, to recover, to rebuild. And the best part, it's completely free. You don't need prescriptions, you don't need fancy products, just a dark room, a calm mind, and respect for your body's rhythm. When you go to bed at the right time and give yourself enough hours of uninterrupted rest, your body does the rest automatically. You don't need to control it, you just need to cooperate with it. But here's where most people go wrong. They underestimate the preparation it takes to get truly restorative sleep. You can't just go from chaos to calm in 1 minute. The brain needs signals. Just like a plane needs a runway to land smoothly, your mind needs a slow descent from wakefulness to rest. Start dimming the lights an hour before bed. Avoid screens, heavy meals, and stressful thoughts. Let your body know it's time to wind down. Light stretching, deep breathing, or even a few minutes of quiet reflection can work wonders. The moment you create that transition, you're giving your brain permission to release melatonin and slip naturally into rest mode. The environment you sleep in also matters more than people realize. A cool, dark, quiet room mimics the natural conditions your ancestors slept in. Caves, nights, nature. Your biology still remembers those cues. Soft, consistent darkness tells your brain it's safe to rest. Noise, lights, or temperature fluctuations tell it the opposite. Stay alert, danger's near. That's why many people struggle to fall into deep sleep without realizing their environment is sending mixed signals. A peaceful space equals a peaceful sleep. There's also something deeply spiritual about this process. Sleep teaches surrender, the art of letting go. You can't control anything when you're asleep. You just trust your body and let it do its work, and that's what makes it powerful. Healing requires surrender. It requires you to stop fighting, stop rushing, and simply allow your body to guide you. When you do that, something profound happens. Your body starts trusting you back. It no longer stays in constant defense mode. Your nervous system relaxes, your heart rate balances, your hormones harmonize. You begin to live in alignment with nature's rhythm, and that's where true wellness begins. If you've ever noticed when people fix their sleep, everything else seems to improve naturally. Their digestion gets better, their skin clears up, their memory sharpens, they feel calmer, more confident, more alive. That's because sleep doesn't just affect one area of health, it affects all of them. It's the foundation upon which every other system depends. You can't build health on exhaustion, you can't heal while your body is still fighting to stay awake. So if you're constantly tired, anxious, or struggling with your health, don't start by looking for the next big solution. Start with sleep. Make it your top priority. Create a routine that honors your body's need for rhythm. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Eat earlier, reduce caffeine. Give yourself a few quiet minutes before bed. It may sound small, but it's the small, consistent actions that reprogram your biology. Remember, every night, your body is trying to talk to you. Through restlessness, through fatigue, through your morning mood, it's giving you feedback. Listen to it, because when you start respecting your body's signals, it rewards you in ways you can't imagine. You start waking up refreshed, focused, and clear-minded. Your energy lasts longer. You stop craving stimulants. Your mood stabilizes. That's what balance feels like. That's what healing feels like. Sleep is the most accessible, most powerful, and most overlooked form of medicine on earth. It's not a waste of time. It's an investment in your body's ability to heal, in your mind's ability to think clearly, and in your soul's ability to feel peace. When you treat sleep as sacred, your entire life begins to transform. Because in those silent hours, your body isn't just resting, it's rebuilding the healthiest version of you.